Hey guys, Cody Wilson of the Assistant Coach. I wanted to bring you a little breakdown of some of my Oklahoma offense that I've been working on in the since the off season. I know we just had the LSU Clemson game, but to be honest, hadn't been able to do a bunch of that breakdown yet. But I had some of these plays, and in fact, if you'd like to get the full 27 play breakdown that I have available right now, drawn up just like this versus UCLA from week 3. I've got them available on my website. You can go to our website, theassistantcoach.net, and click a link. It's right there on the home page to get the OU breakdown for free. Fill out a little form, and it'll be sent to you in your email. And again, that's 27 plays, free just for you, so you can check it out. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the first 6 plays, because it is the opening drive of that game. And I was going to do 5, but they scored on the 6th play. So we'll go ahead and look at those 6. So the first thing we have is a variation of Y cross. Now, most people who are very true air raid guys normally only run Y cross from the right side to the left side. So here this is kind of flipped of what would normally happen, but they're doing play action. They're faking a little split zone action right here. The H is coming across, blocking the edge. Offensive line is pretty hard blocking zone with the run action. They fake. Okay, Y, he's getting under the Sam and over the Mike, the Usum route, trying to get to about in the 18 to 22 yards area on the opposite hash. We've got the dig right here, and we've got this vertical route that he can keep vertical, or he can kind of bend it in on a skinny post. So the idea here is to try to get this safety coming down in the run game. That's really what we're looking for, is for him to come down on the run game to hit one of these guys deep over the top. But the progression here would be the vertical, the cross to the dig, just reading it from right to left. And on this particular play, Jalen brings it down, and he scrambles for a pretty good gain. But that's our first play. And you can see what you'll get here. You'll get the time, the possession, down and distance, the gain, what happened, and again, that gain there, 52 yards, that's a big one. Okay, the next play we have is pin. Okay, so here they're lined up in 11 personnel, trip set. UCLA is playing the tight front, and they're walking people down, so they only have the one backer in the box. They've got another backer. They're trying to play kind of halfway in, halfway out the box over here. And the play call was pin. Okay, and the pin and pull series is trying to get play side linemen to pull, and that's predicated on where the defense lines up. So here the Y has to block the Sam, and then we get down to the tackle. Okay, he can't pull with this guy right here, so he's going to block down, and the next guy will pull, the guard. Okay, and he gets what's kind of a kick-out block here on the jack. And now, most of you guys, I'm going to say, probably would not do this right here. You've got to have a very, very good center, not only who is athletic, but can snap accurately and be this athletic to pull, not to mention the fact that they had the guard overtake what was essentially a zero nose. That, to me, is one of the most amazing things I've seen doing the breakdown, knowing the difficulty level of what that is on the center, and really the guard to be able to get across like that. But OU had the guys, they can do it. So if I were most of you, though, I would keep the center in the nose, the center and guard here combo in the nose, and trying to work up on about this angle here to cut off the mic, and only have the play side guard pulling out here for the jack. Now the pin and pull from the pistol, we take an open step, we get downhill. That gives these guys time to get out, and then we bow it out late. All right, number 3, we've got jet counter read here. Okay, so they're lined up in 20 personnel. We've got the H-back and the running back. We put the Z in motion here, and we're trying to get a jet action over here. Okay, the X is blocking the corner, and he's going inside like that because the corner tried to jump inside like that. So he did move inside, and then later tried to pin him back inside. The H is doing what we call an arc release. Okay, he's getting around our read man, who is the end man on the line of scrimmage, who is a Sam, who has walked down on the line of scrimmage, playing what's kind of an end position. The running back is doing the same thing, just from a little bit deeper in the backfield. And then our linemen here, we're basically all down blocking. Now, I know it looks like this tackle is bypassing the end, and that's because he is. He did, in fact, bypass the end. They wanted really badly to kick out this end, and in the end also tried to play it to the outside, even though he was lined up inside. So our tackle is able to work down towards the mic. Our guard blocks down on the nose, and our center blocks back on this end so that we can get the backside guard kicking out the end and the backside tackle pulling up through to the linebacker. Okay, and again, so the read is here on the Sam. So you can see Jalen's catching the snap. He's going to shuffle and ride the Z on the jet to the right while he's reading the Sam. If the Sam is way upfield or even widening out with it, then Jalen would keep it. If the Sam gets way down in here and he's trying to be in the hip pocket of the tackle who is pulling, then it's an easy give here on the jet. Now, another thing I'll say, they've done this before where they also put this Y on a route so that he has a gift route on this side. If they like the way that they rotate and bump and they like that matchup, they usually do give him a gift right here as well. All right, number 4, they run what I like to call Hoss. It is a hitch on the outside slot seam. That's how I was introduced to this idea. Hitch outside slot seam, Hoss. That's a pretty cool deal right there. Don't know if you like it or not, but that's the way you can think about giving names to plays. You know, give different reasons for them, and that's the reason for the name of that play. So we're running double hitches on the outside, and our inside slot guy here is running the seam. He widens it out a little bit like the slot fade, but by position on the field, you know, he's almost exactly in the middle with the college hashes. So when he widens out, he's really just getting onto the hash. And backside, they've got hard press man coverage, and we try to work it upfield into a kind of a shorter comeback, not a deep comeback, but probably about an 8-9 yard comeback. Again, we've got a little bit of a play action fake right here. Okay, we're blocking zone to the right. We're just locking on to the end right here. Okay, the running back is faking, and he's looking to the left because he knows for the protection here, we've got from the guard all the way to this tackle who are working the 4 numbers over here, the Mike, the nose, this end, and the Sam. Backside tackle's working this end, so we know in protection that the F has to be basically inside out on the backside tackle for somebody to blitz here or here. Okay, so here, a little bit of the read is the fact that we're looking for these guys in how they're playing their cushion. If they're playing cover 3 and this corner we're way off, we would probably look to throw the hitch. If they're in a too high look, we'd probably look to throw the H on the hitch. But as they are, they've got these 2 guys down playing what's more of a man look. So we're going to try to work this Y as long as we freeze this safety just a little bit with the play action and we're able to get the width that we like, and they do there. If the free safety is dropping deep and we don't like the look that we have here, then easy to come back here and work the short comeback. All right, and then mesh. I really like this variation here, really cool variation on the mesh play. It's almost mixing a little spot in here that you've got a route that's coming to the flat. You've got this middle curl, which the way they did it, it wasn't really a middle curl or a dig like a lot of people when they run mesh. He was just kind of hooking up almost straight in front of him, and the H was clearing out. Now, I don't believe H is really part of, really a possibility on the throw, unless, I've seen coaches that tell the quarterback, unless it hits you in the face when you look there, it's not part of the read. I don't think that's going to hit anybody in the face, but the idea with him and this wheel route is to just get people deep. Okay, this wheel route, we can work versus man because the X coming across on the mesh, this corner could pick the mic. If it were man, we could work that matchup. Otherwise, he's helping, and the H is helping to keep these safeties deep. Okay, so you're able to work a little bit of a high-low to an extent. Again, not that he's a huge part of the read, but you clear people out here, and then it becomes a high-low here. Or people or defenders trying to sit here on this spot or curl route here, or they run into the meshes here. Okay, so they're running with the meshes, the Z is going to be wide open. If they're spot dropping and sitting on the mesh, well, then we've got people open underneath. Again, because we're clearing out over here, corner is going to be dropping, getting out of the way. We should have open space on the mesh here, and we should have open space on the mesh here because of the Y and getting the vertical route and the Z here. So really cool variation on it. I like it a lot, and there was actually, just to give some reference for the Clemson game, if you haven't seen it already, Clemson ran a really cool version of mesh where after they ran the mesh, for example, and it wasn't exactly like this, but let's just say this mesher right here, he stuck his foot in the ground and then came back over the top like this, and they had almost a flood route where they had a high, intermediate, and low route working 1/3 of the field by this mesher, clearing the mesh point and then becoming the intermediate route over there. That was a really cool one I'm looking forward to going back and checking out. And then the play they scored on, I believe this was 4th down. Yes, 4th down and 3. So there was an RPO. They were running what I like to call Omaha. They were getting a vertical and a little quick out route on both sides. Okay, Omaha on the out. And they were running zone here. They'd lined up in empty, and they motioned the back into the backfield, and he wasn't even a run fake or anything. He was just running like split zone. He was like your H-back on split zone where he was blocking the backside in, and all the linemen are running zone. Jalen pauses for just a second, and then he hits it up the gut, and he scores on it for 30 yards. A 30-yard touchdown on this RPO with quarterback zone right up the middle. And that's one of the things I love about zone and even power. I run both of those plays very tight. I like to get north and south as quickly and easily as possible, because that's the way you get in there and you're able to score. So anyway, guys, those are the first 6 plays. I've been working on doing some breakdowns of Oklahoma. If you haven't seen it already, I do have a week 2 from them playing South Dakota. I know that's not a huge name school, but because of that, they were able to play some of their backups and run some of their absolutely base concepts of the offense. So if you're really looking to see what some of the base concepts are and not some of the cute stuff that they do, please check that out. It's on my CoachTube account at the assistant coach profile. And like I said, I've been doing some more of these things, and this is just me trying to help you guys out, give you a free look into it based on some of the things I've been doing. But I really appreciate you for being here. I'm glad you came and checked us out. I'm here to serve you and to help you be the best coach you can be. And I hope this is one of those things that can help do that for you. Thanks again.